hanging out, talking about all the businesses that he has, specifically the Gun Vault of Texas, LLC. Go follow them on Facebook right now. We're going to kick it on the FM, have some fun. Here we go. Good morning. This is KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. It's almost 9 o'clock on a Wednesday, and I have a guest in studio, Mr. Anthony Macaluso. Anthony, how you doing?
Good, brother. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. It's Wrestling Shirt Wednesday.
Wrestling Shirt Wednesday.
And if you're watching on Facebook, you'll be able to see
Boom.
Who Anthony has on his shirt today. What does it say at the bottom?
I think this one is Cream of the Crop.
The Cream of the Crop.
Yep.
Macho Man, Randy Savage. Rest in
Man.
peace. What a legend, right?
He is.
So we were talking a bit about wrestling and local wrestling before we went on the air.
Yep.
We would have been on air probably about 20 minutes earlier.
But
the conversation just got too good.
Yeah. Talking a little UPW.
Yeah, UPW. I think that they're planning an event in Santa Fe, Texas. Have you seen anything about that?
They are planning an event in Santa Fe. However, they are doing an event in Texas City.
Okay. Where's the Texas City one? Oh, we gotta pull up the info now.
Up real quick.
Speaking of Santa, and the reason
Somebody help.
The reason Santa Fe was on my mind is because that's where Anthony's store, the Gun Vault of Texas, is located in Santa Fe. It's pretty new. Anthony, how long has your gun store been there?
So real quick on the wrestling before we forget, it is in Texas City on the 7th of March at 3 p.m. I have no location.
No location.
No.
All I know is Texas City.
Somebody with UPW, just tell us where it's at because we'll need to know where to go. We opened the store on October the 22nd last year. It has been a crazy, crazy ride since then. It has been nuts, insane, and yeah.
In the middle of one of the most unique years of our lifetimes.
Absolutely.
You opened a brand new business.
Yeah. With
a storefront.
Yep.
How did that go? Like, even the lead up, was there any kind of nervousness or any?
100%. Anytime you open a business, you're always nervous. I have enough, so I don't really get too crazy nervous, but then I start thinking about things that can and will go wrong. And
were you right about them?
No, I was way off of what I thought would happen.
Yeah. Well, it's good to be wrong in that case.
No, it's not, because you have that what if I would have done this instead of, oh no, I'm trying to do this now. Yeah, it's crazy. It is insane how busy it is, and just merchandise. I mean, if you're in retail, anybody in retail, everybody I talk to, whether it be clothes or tires or anything, any kind of products, food, they're having issues getting it. And I think on the firearms side is 100 times worse than anything.
So that's manufacturers and everything. I guess like even grocery stores and all that stuff, like getting stuff out. Everything's kind of been slowed down.
Much slower, yeah. And I mean, there's some people that just can't get it, period.
Yeah.
I go in, I love Green Propel fitness water.
Yeah.
Can't find it.
Can't find the Green Propel.
No.
Can you get like some food coloring?
So I have the packets, and so here's what happens. If like there's three cases or something on the shelf, I'm the jerk that grabs them. I'm not hoarding them. I'm not trying to sell them on the black market. I'm drinking them. I drink like 5 or 6 a day. I don't know if it's healthy. It's probably eating my insides.
Yeah.
But
so instead of hoarding toilet paper, you're hoarding the Green Propel.
Yeah, that's it. If you come to my house, that's what's in bulk is Green Propel. And you know what else is hard to find, which is really weird. You have kids, so you may understand this.
Yeah.
The frozen crustable or uncrustable peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
The Smuckers?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where are they at? Who's hoarding them?
Probably the schools. I feel like they get first dibs.
I don't know.
They're like, we have to maintain these kids somehow.
We can cut the sandwich the same exact way. My son won't eat it. He's like, nope, this ain't it, man.
You can tell.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell.
I don't know.
So, manufacturing has been slowed down. I had noticed that because I actually talked to someone yesterday. Their boss had got a new car. It was a really nice car, and it was like the 2021 model.
Mm-hmm.
And they were saying it just came out, and I saw like an article about it. But usually the year prior, like they're already like, it's the 2021 model, and it's like the summer. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. They come out. But even now, like the 2021s are actually coming out in 2021.
Yep.
It's like we're actually getting the car. Those manufacturers have been slowed down.
I was at the dealership Monday. I got a new truck last week.
You used to work in cars, right?
I did.
Right.
And I was talking to one of the sales guys there, and he was saying that some people that made orders for 2020 are just getting theirs in 2021. That's how slow everything is, yeah. So your brand new car is old, people. You need to trade it in.
Yeah, it's not right.
Nah, trade that thing in.
Hey, here's another comment, and it says, dude, I have to buy 3 boxes of Uncrustables when I find them because they're never available. It's
exactly.
So
who's that? Who's having that struggle?
It's either Keith or Heather.
Okay.
Bali.
It's probably Keith. Yeah. It's nuts. It is a struggle, and KB, if you find some, you know where I'm at.
Yeah, you need a dealer.
Hook me up.
Uncrustable dealer.
Dude, so when everything happened in March, we couldn't find. Obviously, everybody was buying everything because the world was ending, right. And for some reason, everybody wanted these French toast sticks. And it's not just. I don't even remember what type it was, but my dad went out and bought these frozen bags of them, and my son wouldn't touch them. But if you got the box of them, the same thing, bro. It was the best. So I was moving them from the bags to the box.
I was going to say, if you had one box, just kind of move them in there and be like, oh, here it is.
Yeah, I have no problem fibbing about that kind of stuff with a kid. You know, same thing with donut holes. If you go to wherever donut holes and it's not in the Shipley's bag,
it's not good enough.
Throw that stuff out the window, bro.
Yeah. So if you're watching on social media, if you're specifically watching on Facebook, let us know what are some things that you've had some issues finding that maybe you didn't realize that you needed.
I do want to know this.
Till they're gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, now it's gone, and I realized that I need it. The main thing that I can think of is toilet paper, and we really do need that. And then I saw a lot of people were like, "Oh, here's an alternative option."
Right. You know, here's some bay leaves. You can try these.
Yeah, the baby wipe. And then if you have a baby, for me, we had a baby. He's 10 months old now, but he was born right in March, and all the baby wipes were gone. Mm-hmm. And it was okay. I have a baby. I feel like I should be able to have first dibs. You have to prove you're one baby per one thing of baby wipes. So yeah, that was one thing. And then diapers. Diapers were flying off the shelves. Toilet paper, baby wipes.
So we have had my son's not in diapers anymore, but we had a diaper dealer and a wipe dealer since he was born. Yeah. And the girl never ran out of diapers or wipes during that whole time. And I thank God for her every day.
Yeah.
Because, honestly, you couldn't find them in the store, so I'd hit her up. I'm like, hey, can you and I'd never met her. I'd never met this lady. She would always just leave the stuff at her doorstep. She always gave candy if you bought from her. She would give you a little goodie bag for the kids, so it may be fruit snacks or something. She was a saint.
That's awesome.
I don't even know her name.
So here's the obvious one. So we're talking to Anthony Macaluso with the Gun Vault of Texas, LLC. Make sure you go like him on Facebook. Anthony, you got a storefront in Santa Fe. But one thing that people weren't able to find, and sometimes are still having trouble to find, is ammunition.
Yes, it's very hard to find. I tell people every day, they're like, well, why can't you get this and this? And it back in the good old days, in January of last year, I could just order whatever I wanted, and it would be here the next day. It's not that cool anymore. We can't order anything. So distributors call me. If I get a call from a distributor while we're on the phone, I'm going to have to step out.
Later,
this is what happens. They call us and say, hey, this is what we have. You want it. It's not do you want it, it's you want it, and that's what you get. I mean, I've gone now almost a week without getting anything. So I have to improvise and find other routes of getting guns and ammo, but I do it. And it's tough, but I have a business partner who's amazing at it. He just goes out, and that's what he does all day.
Yeah, so those distributors, I guess it's important to have a good relationship as best as you can.
Yeah.
And I assume, do they call the big guys first?
They do. So, I mean, I've been doing it for a long time, so I've got a really good relationship with most of them. And I fortunately was able to keep the ones that I had previously. So I've got that, but I mean, I'm a small store, and they're dealing with thousands of different people. So you have to be at the right place at the right time. I email them throughout the day. I'll call them. You have to stay in front of them, and that's the hard part. Is if you get busy,
send them Uncrustables, whatever works.
No, I ain't sending them Uncrustables. They need to send me Uncrustables. So yeah, it's tough. It is, but we're finding a way. We have ammo. We haven't ran out of ammo. Obviously, people are price gouging on ammo. We're keeping it. I tell people, and people are like, "Oh, it's not true." I make 30 cents on a box of ammo now because I'm trying not to mark my prices up. Mm-hmm. And it's still expensive, more expensive than what it was, but it's much cheaper than what you're buying on the streets and at other stores. Because I always tell, at the end of this whole situation that's going on, I want to be remembered for the guy that's not trying to mess anybody over.
Whenever somebody goes to your store, Like if it comes to ammo, are the prices pretty comparable if they were to go to like the biggest supplier ever? Is it around the same?
We are comparable to a point. Their buying power is completely different than ours. So they're getting bigger manufacturers to where, like I do in the real world, I shop small. So my ammo dealers are local. So they're having hard times getting things, primers, whatever it may be, components for gun or for ammo, and that's why we're paying a little bit more. So yeah, you won't. There very rarely will you see name brand ammo in our store because I do still shop local with that.
Here's a comment. This is from Kathleen. She said, "Extra M&P Easy Mags, please." What are those?
What caliber?
What caliber, Kathleen?
Answer that,
and then we can let you know. What's the most popular? I guess what have you been selling the most since you've been open since October?
Everything. Yeah, we're gonna go with everything. There's no rhyme or reason to why what we're selling. Self-defense, or not self-defense, subcompact guns seem really popular, which is like that easy, and then there's these thing called Hellcats. Those are real popular. But it's just getting them and keeping them is the hard part. We are getting a huge shipment in probably in about a month of Springfield Hellcats. That's what everybody asks for. So obviously I post everything on our Facebook page, the Gun Vault of TX. So if you're not there, go there. I post some fun stuff too from time to time.
I'm here for the memes.
I do put memes.
It's always I like the ones that are like, share this, and if I get however many shares, then I get to buy a gun or like something like that. Those are always
my
fun.
wife doesn't see this. In 12 minutes, And
then you got to go to the Gun Vault.
You do. You have to. Now I've got some really good people. I've met a ton of people in this business, and what's really cool is the people that I met many years ago are coming here now. So it makes me feel good that it's a trust thing, and I've got a really good staff now. People that I've worked with for many years too that have came back and now is with me again, and it's awesome. So
that's cool. So the grand opening, the store opened in October. You had a really awesome event. There was like free burgers, free drinks, free hot dogs. I was there. Yeah. I ate a little bit more than I probably should have, so thank you for that.
Those burgers were good.
They were delicious.
That was from Melange Catering.
Mm-hmm.
Delicious. They're great. They're cookies, homemade cookies. I get them often.
I didn't try the cookies.
Bro. Yeah. I get their food often, and it's delicious.
So whenever I was there, I went in and I looked at, there was a bunch of brand new shiny items on the wall. There was a lot of stuff. Has all of that inventory kind of turned over? Or
yeah, it's out. It's unreal, the turn we do. I mean, we get stuff every day and stuff leaves every single day. It's crazy. There's, obviously the hunting shotguns and stuff. Those are kind of stagnant just because it's not hunting season, but come a few more months, they'll be gone. We'll get new ones in. But for the most part, all the rifles and pistols and stuff all turn.
Okay, here's another question, and this is because I have a couple of guns, but I'm not like super into them, if that makes sense, right? Mm-hmm. Do guns, and I think of, and I'm comparing them to like guitars or shoes. It's like, oh, this is, this has been out for a little bit, or it's last year's models. We're trying to move them. Do they ever really go on sale? Like, hey, this is or clearance or something like that? Or is it a little bit different?
So at the Gun Vault, yes. I'm very particular. Right now, I don't have the issue, but if something sits longer than 30 days, it's gone on sale.
You got to move it.
Yeah, because to me, that's money sitting. That's money that I can spend elsewhere, and I don't want it there.
Yeah. So the other thing, so you had the local caterer out there at the grand opening, but you also had some local coffee on the inside, kind of free as well.
I did.
I know it's very important for you to support local, but give that business a shout out. Mugshots
in Santa Fe, delicious coffee. I don't drink coffee, can't stand the taste of it, but if they made cologne, I'd wear it all day. I love the smell of coffee.
What if they had like purple Propel coffee? It was a green Propel.
It's green.
Green Propel coffee
it's
flavor.
The watermelon something. I don't know. Yeah, it'd be a coffeeaholic. Yeah, there would be big problems.
Yeah.
So nope, I do. I love, me. I mean, we're friends out of this, but I do everything shop. I shop small, and I push that on any of my pages. Support local business, shop small, shop the Gun Vault. It's just little things like that, because we get every day people are like, oh man, we went to Academy and they didn't have this, but you do. That's why you come to small stores first. Don't just come to mine. Go elsewhere. There's other little gun shops around here. I'm not going to name them. You can find them yourself. But us small businesses need help. We do, because everybody buys big Amazon. They go to wherever it's convenience.
Yeah.
So
another small business I know that you work with, ET Lockouts.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to Jordan Porty.
Yep, Jordan was there. He came and visited a few days ago.
Yeah.
I was sitting in my office, and he just showed up. I don't know what he was there for, so whatever.
Just to say hi.
I love seeing people like that. When I walked in here, there was an ad for the germ guy. He was there a few weeks ago spraying the office. And then I sent him out to my house to spray the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just we have to support each other. And honestly, out here, I feel that there's more support from small businesses to small businesses than anywhere around.
Specifically like Galveston County or Santa Fe or this side?
Galveston County.
Mm-hmm.
There is a ton of people. I mean, I have no problem. If people ask me, where do I get my shirts? Where do I get my business cards? Everybody is in Galveston County.
Mm-hmm. 10 years ago, were you that way? Or did you notice that was a trend? Because honestly, I could say that I didn't live in Galveston County 10 years ago, but I didn't really realize it.
Yeah, because I was in small business then, too.
Mm-hmm.
So it started, when I left the chemical plants, I worked for my grandpa's business and Santa Fe Water Services. And since then, it's just been nonstop small business.
Yeah.
So is it convenient to run to Walmart or something? Absolutely. But I can wait. I have no problem waiting a day or two for somebody else to get it in.
What would you say for the rest of this year, specifically with the gun vault? Do you have like any goals that you could share, or like what's your?
I'm not gonna lie. My goals from last year and this year have surpassed, and the reason that is because of the times we're in. My other goal. It's kind of weird because I know our last conversation was we're not going to open any more businesses.
I wasn't even going to ask this time because every time I ask, you're like, no, this is it, last one. Tell me there's another business.
We are working and talking with another business, yeah. Another gun store. My goal in the end for all of this is to have 5 little small stores just like I have right now and then one big one. And we are now looking at a big one, and then we're going to circle with the 4 small ones later.
So eventually. Additional the gun vaults?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How far away would it have to be to make sense to have a different location?
I don't know.
Because, there's room in the county, for sure.
We'll have 2 here, and then the rest are going to be spread out. So, but
you could put one like at 646 and I-45.
Could.
That would be a good spot for a gun store.
Right? Yeah, it'd be pretty decent. I wonder if anybody thought about that. Let's look into that. No, there's so yeah, we're just in kind of small talks, flirting with the idea per se.
Why not?
Why not?
Small business, you're all in. You're like the kingpin of small business of 2021. I'm calling it now.
It all started in 2018.
Yeah.
2018. Oh.
I need to buy stock. How can I buy stock in this right now?
I day trade with friggin' like Robinhood.
Yeah.
I never win. I never get any money. I'm always searching. I'm like, lost money today. I don't know what's up with GameStop.
Oh, I heard a little bit about
it. It is.
You know what happened?
No, I don't. But
okay.
I know it's not the time to buy right now because they're crazy high.
Yeah, so what happened, I guess there was some drama. I saw this on Barstool.
Okay.
On Barstool Sports. Apparently on Reddit, where a lot of things happen, they call it Reddit Bros. What they did is there was some drama in the gaming industry. They didn't like something that happened to GameStop with the stock market or something. So they all band together and said, let's buy GameStop like tomorrow, today, right now. And so they did, and they made it soar, causing people to gain millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Which I wish I would have known this.
What's funny is probably last week I was looking at GameStop. I'm looking for them right now, see where they're at.
Mm-hmm.
And they went, it was super low. I'm actually making money today. That's kind of cool.
That's always fun.
It's not much.
Yeah.
But let's see where they're at right now. So, okay, they have dropped pretty big already this morning.
Well, they probably sold it all at the same time. Hey, let's all buy it goes and then pull the rug out from it and kind of manipulate. Way to go, Reddit.
That's funny. Yeah, no, they went billions overnight.
That's awesome.
That's hilarious. Social media, man.
The power of KHEA. Let's band together.
What are we gonna buy? I'm stuck on this Dogecoin right now.
Yeah. The crypto.
Yeah. I mean, it stinks because it's like below a penny, like way below a penny. It's not even ranking close to a penny. Yeah. And I was like, I'll put a few hundred in there just to see what happens.
Yeah, because even if it hits a penny.
Yeah, I'm doing well.
You're making money.
And they were talking about the Bitcoin, and Bitcoin, if you would have put like $100 in it 5 years ago, you would be a billionaire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, and look at us.
Look at us.
I wish that's why I'm just going to let it ride with Dogecoin. Elon Musk is like all about this, and he said that once they start flying out to the space station and all that, that's all you can spend it on is with Dogecoin. So I'm like crossing those fingers, baby.
Hey, I can wait. Yeah, wait. Just put a couple $100s in and wait.
And just don't even watch it. That's the kind of thing. You have to forget about it and see what happens.
There's one stock that I bought about 3 years ago on Robinhood just because I put like $100 in and I was like, okay, I got like $1.70 left. And I was just like, what's $1.70? So I bought this one stock and like 3 years later, it's like $70.
There you go.
And so it's like 3,000. And it was I just bought one. So it was like 3,600% up.
Right.
And I would think about the math all the time. And I'm like, I tell my wife, if I'd have just put in like $100.
Yeah.
3,000%.
Yeah, could have had like
$300-something thousand off of like $100.
Yeah, well, yeah,
and that was a total accident.
Yeah.
Total accident.
Times are different. Just think about the GameStop boys.
I know. Yeah.
I mean, if you would have bought in at $100 yesterday or last week, man, you'd have been sitting pretty today.
Yeah. So
I don't know.
It's always good to keep your ears low to the ground and maybe browse Reddit if it's what you do. Just here.
I don't. That's the thing. I fall in it too late. I'm like, oh man, I missed out.
Yeah. Do you have any Bitcoin?
No.
I have. So whenever it first started to go up, but it topped at 20,000, kind of tanked, and so hit 10,000, 8,000, and so I had bought some at that point. So I have like 0.15 of a coin that I had kind of bought, which is good now.
Yeah.
Because it hit like 43,000, but then it's down yesterday, at least I haven't looked today, like 31,000.
But still, I mean, if you would sell now.
I'm making money. Yeah. It's a good thing.
And then just wait for another week and it's going to drop again.
Yeah. And
because, I mean, they have no market. It's 24 hours a day just dropping and raising. It's weird.
I kind of like that. Because you can sell it at any time.
Yeah, but at 2 o'clock in the morning, you up, and you're like, oh, let me check. Oh, I better sell now.
Well, if you see like GameStop going up, it's like, after market hours, and it's like, I gotta wait till Monday morning when ding the market opens. Old school, like
I don't know. I don't understand a lot of it, but it's fun to kind of dabble, I guess. I had a friend that was talking me into it, and we were just sitting at the store one day and started doing it. So,
do you have any stock in any like ammo or gun companies or anything like that?
No, I've got I don't even know who I have right now. I bought some random one. I do medical stuff.
Yeah.
I feel that's probably going to be good for just a little bit. What do I have?
I have some stock in an ammunition company.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. I mean, only like I think a couple $100 or something, but
I did.
It's interesting.
Don't hate on me. I do have a lot in Twitter.
In Twitter?
Yeah, so when Twitter took a bomb,
So did you.
Some stuff that happened. No, that's when I bought.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I bought as soon as it all dropped. So I was like, let's ride this out for a little bit.
That would be fun, like a whole segment, like specifically talking about the stock market and investments. And it's like
so boring.
I think it would be fun because I know zero, and it's all just a matter of like luck and I heard this or that person seems smart and they bought something. Oh, it seems like put
let's buy what they
$50 in, like that'll just mirror what you do.
Yeah,
and go from there.
My uncle was a stock market guy and made a really good living from it, and he did all of our like investments and stuff for the family. So
yeah, I've heard.
I don't know anything about it.
From two people yesterday, I heard about young people, I'll say like college age, 19, 20, and maybe they're not in college or they dropped out of college because they're specifically playing the stock market or making enough money.
Day traders make a crazy amount of money, but it's a bet. It's a huge gamble. And you have to get somebody like a bank backing to start, because you've got to have hundreds of thousands just to start making money.
Yeah,
and
to be able to live and pay bills and do everything.
That's just a trade.
Really?
Yeah, it's just too big of a. That scares me, man. I don't know. I like my.
That scares you more than starting a business in the middle of 2020.
Yeah, it does, because I know that the business I'm in, I'm going to make some money.
Well, you're knowing your work ethic and what you're putting in, and that stuff is just like there's a whole lot of unknown.
Yeah, and everybody asks, how do you do it? How are you still doing it every day and then still doing the rest of whatever else I do? It's just, I don't sleep, people. I drink a lot of Propel Fitness water to stay awake.
Yeah, at the grand opening of your gun store, when I was there, I was talking to your wife, and she's super nice. She's awesome. And I was just joking with her. I was like, yeah, I wanted to come just because I like to see Anthony finally working. It was just like a joke or whatever. And she was like, that guy works more than anybody I've ever met in my entire life. I was like, oh, I'm just kidding. I know.
I get in trouble a lot.
Yeah, for working too much.
I do.
So, okay, besides the Gun Vault of Texas, you have other businesses, and you're going to be expanding as well with the Gun Vault. Possibly. What else do you have going on?
We still have Rockin' Rivers Bounce House and Party Supply, which in 2020 wasn't a great year, but we were fortunate. We were able to still help a lot of people. Shout out to Chevy. Chevy really got us kicking back to where we needed to be, and got us back working. And then still do real estate. And my wife started this little book club thing that she does. She loves to read, and my son loves reading, so she does this. It's an online deal to where you do these parties and just buy books. Yeah, it's crazy. So she's jumping into the same thing. My
daughter's birthday is in February, and that first weekend or the second weekend.
You know your daughter's birthday, bro.
Well, no, the party's on February 6th. I'm right. It's on February 6th. I should know my daughter's birthday. I do. And that's the party. So she was like, hey, you need to see if they have a kind of a girly bounce house or something that would be good. I was like, I'm sure they do. She's like, well, text Anthony. I was like, I don't think, because last time I did, you're like, hey, go through the Facebook page because my wife handles that because I'm handling the Gun Vault and everything else. So I'm going to have to send a message because I need a bounce house.
You can just tell me.
I need a girly bounce house.
I was doing bounce housing last night.
Nice.
Yeah.
But you have bounce houses, but the name is like Bounce House and Party Supplies.
Yeah.
Because I know you have all kinds of everything that you need to make it happen, right?
We can get. Well, we got any kind of vending machine stuff you need, and then we partner up with Melange Catering also, who has everything else. We're doing a big party with tons and tons of chairs. I don't have enough, so me and Greg, which is the owner of that, we go out and we set everything up. They have dance floors. They've got anything and everything you need. We can do. We don't turn jobs down anymore. We do tents. We can tent this whole building if you want to. It's how big it is now. So,
are you serious?
Yeah.
So you could do like an outdoor tent revival like they used to do in the, I don't even know what years, like the 50s or something.
So the tents at like Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo and all that, that's what we do now.
Wow.
So it's all together.
Are they doing the rodeo this year?
Yeah. It's split up, but yeah.
Okay. Last year, that's whenever everything started to go down.
Yeah, they said the guy that flew from like Europe is the one that brought it into Texas. I'm like, nah, bro, he didn't bring it into Texas.
I think he did.
Nah, don't blame him. Tom, if you hear this, it wasn't you.
Was that his name?
No.
Oh, he was like at the cook-off, and there was like, there's one guy confirmed at the cook-off.
Yeah,
and that's whenever it was like,
then the
world
done. Shut down.
We're done. It's too far. But if you take away our the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo, oh man,
I'm proud to say that we went to one of the last wrestling events.
Yeah,
ever, and that was yesterday was the anniversary of that. So that was the last big event, was Royal Rumble.
Wow.
The Macalusos were there for my wife's birthday.
So I was about to say, it could be the last one ever.
I pray to God not.
Yeah.
I miss it.
Yeah.
I had somebody message yesterday. They were like, you doing Astros this year? I'm like, if the Astros are doing me, I guess so. I'm hoping they do because I miss it.
Yeah. You happy for George Springer's new deal?
Whatever. We're going to be.
It was like $160 million or something.
Astros should have offered it. We got Uncle Mike back, so that's cool. But
they lost him for a bit to the same team, and then
they didn't. That was just. I think that was just
a reporter too quick.
Yeah. What?
Want
who does
the scoop?
That? Yeah, that's how reporters are.
Yeah, you want to be.
No offense,
you
Brian.
want to be first. Oh, I know, because sometimes I'll get an interview, and I'm excited about every opportunity I get to sit down and learn and just talk, right? But if I see that same person interview like the day before or even like 2 hours before,
you're like, they better not talk about what we're going to talk about.
Well, and that's exactly what they're talking about is exactly what I want to talk about. You know, usually because they're either promoting an event or an organization or something. So that's happened before, and I'm like, okay, the more
then you're angry
if they're promoting a business or they're promoting like the cure for coronavirus or whatever it is, right? I would like to have the first one, but I understand because the more people that get to hear the information, the better. That's something I had to kind of teach myself a couple years ago, just being like, well, the information's getting out there, and that's the point.
Mm-hmm.
I just got to be happy for that.
Anytime breaking news happens with us, you're always
I want to be first to know. I got to be. I got to be the break. I want to break.
I
the
broke
news.
the third business to you.
You know what
happened?
And I think that I broke the gun vault in general because I was like, "You got any other business?"
Yeah.
You're like, "Oh yeah, the good."
Yeah, that did happen, and then we came on later and said, "Yeah, this is," because I think I gave you a look. I was like, "No, don't say that." And then a few months later, we came on and was like, "All right, here we are."
This is the official news.
Yeah. And then I told you we were moving, and then there was all kinds of fun stuff.
Yeah. Cool.
So, but yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah. So talking to Anthony Macaluso with the Gun Vault of Texas. Here's a comment. This is from David. Good morning, David. Thanks for taking the time to tune in. Feel free to share this out.
Yeah,
and then let me know what you got going on. He said, Gun Vault was a huge sponsor for the Santa Fe Braves football team. Thank you for supporting our youth, Anthony.
Yep.
Why is it important to support local sports? You know, your son, I don't think he's old enough to play sports yet.
Our kids are the same age, bro. We have this conversation every time they're a month apart.
My daughter's like trying to like fight me, like martial arts stuff.
No, my son just is mean. I actually yesterday got the first phone call from the teacher.
Trouble?
Yep. She was like, I need you to FaceTime River. I was like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
It's happening. It's going.
Did that help?
She said he went and laid down.
That's good, I guess. It's better than whatever happened prior.
He talks, man. Like, ever since he started talking, he just babbles to himself when he goes to bed. That's how he soothes himself, just by talking. But I guess it's, like, amplified in the school.
Yeah.
And then other kids are distracted and all that. So he was just crying. I was like, dude, you need to stop crying and go lay down. Okay. There was other words, but, you know, nice words.
As long, happens, gets the result. That's what's important.
Yeah, it worked, you know. So. All
right, Anthony. Kids. Is there anything else you got going on or anything else you want to share to close us out?
No breaking news, man. Just come visit us. We're 3701 646 North in Santa Fe, directly across the street from the Justice Center. Then we're on Facebook, the Gun Vault TX, and we're there Tuesday through Saturday. Just come out and visit us. Even if you're not looking, if you got questions, we do license to carries. We do private lessons, all kinds of fun stuff. And other Facebook pages is, what's the other one? Rockin' Rivers Bounce House and Party Supplies. So this summer, get ramped up for that. And
you have a realtor Facebook page, too.
I do.
Oh, you have an open house. I saw that in Bayou Vista.
No.
Ooh, what happened? It sold?
Yes.
Hey, there you go.
I got the contract yesterday. I got to actually cancel that open house, and I need to call the guy. Thank you for that. Brian, if you're listening, don't worry about Saturday, my man. But, yeah, real estate's kicking off again. It's gotten crazy. Last year was insane in real estate, and this year I hope is
buying and selling last year?
Everything. So this year is doing the same, so I'm very blessed with it. And we will keep rocking as much as we can until I fall out, I guess.
And then it's time to take a rest and then wake up and keep going.
I try the rest. I took a sleeping pill a few nights ago, and that was 2 nights ago, and yesterday I felt miserable the entire day. I was like, I'll never do that again.
Yeah.
But
sluggish.
My wife was like, you need to sleep. So she actually tried to give me one a few days ago, melatonin, and I was like, no, I'm good. I don't need it, and I'll get my 3 hours. And that's what I get, 3 hours. That's why these bags are there. Look at these people. It's scary.
Thanks for hanging out today, Anthony.
Thank you, sir.
This is KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. All right, Facebook. Y'all be blessed. Have a good